Welcome back. In this morning's The Brief, we're digging into an exclusive investigation by the LA Times. The reporting shows that upon investigating, they found that the Los Angeles Fire Department almost never terminates firefighters, even those who have committed crimes and all kinds of other egregious acts. LA Times writer Paul Pringle joins us now this morning to tell us more about the investigation. Paul, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I read this article. These are not small incidents. We're talking about soliciting prostitutes on the job, drunk driving, spousal abuse, assault. Tell us what you found.
Well, again, I found that there's this long-standing pattern of firefighters committing these acts, including criminal acts, and just virtually never being fired. And even when they are punished, the punishments tend to be, not very harsh.
Did you find out the reason why?
Well, the fire chief would not give me an interview, and other officials in the department weren't very forthcoming. So, the people who are critical of this practice within the department say it's because, there's just not enough oversight, not enough leadership in the department to do the right thing.
Chief Crowley, of course, is the current chief right now. She took office a little over a year ago. She was actually in charge of disciplinary actions in her previous role, I understand.
Yeah, for a period of time she was. She headed the division that oversees discipline.
And so you haven't heard from her. She didn't grant you an interview. Do we know what the policy is, why this is happening? I mean, I was reading about one of the firefighters who said he suffered from PTSD that he experienced on the job. And given the dangerous nature of the job, the stress of the job, is it possible that they, are given a second chance?
I don't know. Again, the chief would not speak to me. It doesn't, again, the people who are critical of these practices don't believe that a second chance is warranted in most of these cases, where you're committing crimes. And in many of the cases, the firefighters aren't honest about what they did. So no, it's really hard to explain. We
have just under a minute, but can you give us some of the specific examples that you found, because they're pretty shocking?
Well, yeah, in the one case, is a firefighter left his post at the 911 dispatch center, used a department cell phone to hire a prostitute, had sex with a prostitute at a hotel while he was on duty, and again, did not get fired. He was suspended for a period of time. Other cases, there's another case where a firefighter the department found was driving drunk, resisted arrest, battered an officer. He wasn't fired. Again, he received a suspension. There are many cases where firefighters falsified medical reports and were not fired. In fact, those suspensions tended to be fairly brief. In another case, a firefighter kicked a homeless man in the head. He denies it, but he was turned in by 3 of his colleagues. And again, he wasn't fired. He was allowed to stay at home for, I believe, 9 months before they even scheduled a hearing to determine whether he should be fired, and then he retired. Which is another pattern in the department, that these investigations take so long that the people who are the target of them are allowed to retire.
Wow. Well, thank you for joining us this morning and telling us a little bit about it. It's really good reporting. We appreciate your time this morning, and you can read more about the full investigation by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also find out more about this segment on kcalnews.com/SeenOnTV.